Hey guys, DPD here, and today we have part 2 of the Freddy vs. Jason horror Bishoujo series. We did Freddy earlier in another video, and today we're going to be doing Jason Voorhees, the second part of this Freddy vs. Jason duo here. So these two jump-started Kotobukiya's like horror Bishoujo line, and with these two being very popular, it also spawned Pinhead Bishoujos, Pennywise, Chucky, Ash Williams, a bunch of stuff. So we already unboxed this already. You know, if you want to check out the Freddy Krueger video, you could click down in the video description below for this guy, but we're gonna be unboxing this one. And with this Jason Voorhees, you know, Friday the 13th Bishoujo, this specific design has a very nostalgic place in my cosplay memories, right? Because when this statue was first announced, so many of my friends cosplayed this exact version of it, right? This right here, this Jason Voorhees, there is a large variety of cosplayers who've done this. So with that said, cue the montage. And so yeah, I have very vivid memories of seeing this design all over my friends' bodies at conventions. But anyways, let's go open this up and you know, take a look at Jason Voorhees. But first, let's go check out the box. You have the Shunya Yamashita design of Jason Voorhees over here. You have the nice open window to check out the statuettes. On this side, you have some shots of Jason right here. Check out those chiseled abs, pretty nice. And then over here, you have a shot of Jason right next to female Freddy. Over here, you have Shunya Yamashita's full artwork from top to bottom. Pretty nice, right? And on the top, you have a design that represents, you know, that kind of looks like Jason's mask over here, and then some legal stuff on the bottom. And so yeah, let's go open this up. All right, let's go take out the statue. All right, and we don't need the box. I say this in all my unboxing videos. Whenever you open a statue or a collectible toy, you know, they usually come in like protective like plastic encasings like this one. And I've seen and read horror stories of people opening these sideways. You know, they would open it like this, the statue would fall out, and like literally the statue would be completely ruined. It'd shatter, it would break a limb, you know, the elbow would snap, and you don't want to do that, okay? So just open up your statues like this, right? Top to bottom. You know, if you open it this way, the statue is gonna fall out, it's gonna break, and you are gonna cry. You're gonna be sad that you spent over $50, $100, $200, $300, sometimes $500 on these statues, and it's shattered. Dreams and hopes all shattered because you opened it wrong. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Anyways, let's take a look at this. So this actually comes with a couple of weapons. Freddy didn't come with any weapons. She only came with the claw glove thingy, which was already attached to her. This one comes with a machete that's all bloodied up, as well as an axe. So that's pretty neat, right? Oh, I didn't realize Jason was so cheeky. There's this nice butt shot here. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay, let's take her out here. The base is an opposite of Freddy. So Freddy's base was red. It's a nice like red pool of blood. This, if I remember correctly, I think Jason bleeds green, maybe, because yeah, the pool of blood is green here. I don't know why he bleeds green, but you know, he's some magical creature, even though technically Freddy is too. But anyways, let's go check her out. Ooh, look at those chiseled abs. Very nice. Unlike a lot of Bishoujos, you know, usually the base comes with nubs that you could like stick the Bishoujo statue's feet into, or you know, maybe the statue is already screwed onto the base. But this is just a metal base here, and on the bottom of the feet you have like magnets, so it just kind of like clicks on like this. So just like that. Most Bishoujos usually come with little inserts and you just kind of like shove it in there, but in these, they just kind of click. I don't know why they decided to do it for these two. From my knowledge, these are the only two that have magnetic bases. I mean, there could be a couple of other ones, but I haven't opened all my Bishoujos yet. So, but yeah, so before we put on all the weapons and so on and so forth, let's check out the entire statue. And yeah, let's talk about the details right now, right? So let's zoom in and talk about the first thing that you're gonna notice is her face. Unlike Freddy's like super promiscuous looking face where she looks, so instead of like Freddy's, so Jason's face and expression is a much, so So the face on Jason, like her expression is a lot more different than Freddy's, right? Freddy's looks a little more promiscuous, you know, a little more naughtier. Jason here looks a little more like suave and just kind of like a little more seductive in a more sultry manner, you know, like her eyes are a little more like shut, unlike like Freddy, who's just kind of like her eyes are like wide open, she's like ready to pounce on you. Well, Jason here just kind of looks like she's ready to seduce you slowly. And I don't know if her other eye is painted. Oh, it is. So the other eye is painted on underneath the mask, which is a nice little detail. Usually on like lower end statues, when you have like a thing like a mask or some type of like accessory or cloth that goes over some type of like detail on the design, where, you know, they don't have to paint over, like it's usually just bare, right? There's no paint to cover the detail, but here you could actually see the full eye painted under this mask, and you can't even move this mask, right? The cool thing about like Kotobukiya Bishoujos is that they go all the way when it comes to like painting every little detail, like under the hair, under the coat, and everything is covered. But yeah, so anyways, I love the disheveled hair that's just kind of like a mess, you know, nice little anime, you know, spikes on the hair here, and you know, you have the iconic Jason mask right here, right? Very, very cool and creepy looking. So the coats, right? I like how they gave it a little like kind of gust of wind, so it's a little out there. It gives her some more action going on, even though she's kind of like standing still. The fact that the coat itself is just moving, it gives her some type of like less of a passive look. So I do like how they add some like wind effects onto her coat. Let's talk about her front. Her chest. Oh, her chest. That is some crazy cleavage. She has really big boobies. Look at that. They're just like nicely shaped, teardrop. Just, I just want to like squeeze them, but obviously it's made out of like plastic, so I can't do that. But you know, you look at it and you just kind of want to squeeze a little bit. Anyways, to her stomach, look at those abs. I think the Bishoujo of Jason is probably the most ripped out of all the Bishoujos, right? And that's also including She-Hulk. I mean, I haven't opened She-Hulk yet, but like I'll get to it eventually. But as of from what I've seen, right, out of everyone who has visible abs like this, is like they're chiseled. Like they're just like, I could run my finger on them and I could just feel all 6 just like bumps just on her stomach. But yeah, let's move on. Let's look at her like nice wide hourglass shaped hips. Very, very hot. I really like that. And let's look at the belt here. You could tell the paint and the finish is much different than other parts of the statue here. They used a nice glossy finish to make the belt look, you know, shiny, to give it a more leathery look, even though, you know, this whole thing is made out of plastic. The glossiness of the leather belt definitely makes it stand out, opposed to like the matte paint job that's on the pants and the, you know, the jacket, the skin, the top. You could tell that they added so much detail to just, you know, just giving that like shiny, lustrous finish on like the belt buckle, the metal belt buckle, the studs, and just the belt. Like it gives it its own dimension, right? So you can see it shine opposed to everything else where it doesn't shine. So like you can see the jeans here, they're all torn up in like very weird areas. Like I don't know why they're torn, just like in the inner thigh here. The tear also continues to her backside, which totally unveils her butt. And ooh, what a nice butt. I mean, look at that, huh? You got some like cheekage right here, some nice lines here to definitely show off that derriere of Jason. And so like I said about the eye earlier, how the mask covers the eye, yet they still give details in the sculpt and the paint on the eye. Look at underneath the coat, right? They even, that small sliver of her top, like her bluish top, you could see it right there. Look at that. They didn't have to do that. But like her top over here continues to the back, and just that small sliver back there, right? They didn't have to add that paint, but they did. From top to bottom, all the nicks and crannies are all painted. Everything is detailed. Look at that back. Look at that back dimple. And then let's get to the gloves, you know, just like the belt, it has a nice glossy finish to represent, you know, that this is supposed to be made out of leather, opposed to, you know, cloth that the pants and the coat are made out of. And then finally the shoes, you know, once again a shined lustrous finish on the paint job with the leather shoes to match the gloves right here, as well as the belt. So overall, really nice attention to detail when it comes to materials used, you know, on the statue itself. Like even here, even the leather strap that's on the mask shiny, right? You can see there's a nice luster to it, but the mask, you know, matte finish, you know, there's no reflective light coming off the mask. Everything here pretty spot on. I'm digging everything. But yeah, I definitely like this one a lot more than Freddy, and I think it's just the overall design. I think Freddy just looks a little more trashy, like just she kind of looks like a trashy hoe who just wants to like claw people's faces. And this one, she looks stylish, you know, with that coat. She's stylish, she got weapons, and she's ready to like murk people, right? And speaking of weapons, let's put these on and, you know, wrap up the video here.
A few moments later.
All right, so there you go. We now have Jason with both of her weapons. She has the machete all bladed up right here, as well as the axe going over her shoulder. Pretty awesome statue, if I do say so myself. Yeah, overall. But yeah, you know, Jason and Freddy started a really awesome trend with taking iconic horror villains and heroes and turning them into sexy waifu statues. You know, I appreciate it. I love my waifus. I love my horror characters, and this is a really cool way to represent them, you know, at least to me, right? At least to me. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. You know, it really feels really good to like unbox these after having these for like over 7 years. And yeah, anyways, I'll wrap it up the video, and I'll see you guys next time.